Guys, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of people on the internet just trying to find reasons to get mad. And I don't even watch VTubers, but I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Zen and the amount of hate that she's been getting just for her costume design in her most recent debut. I think it is absolutely asinine. So I'm going to check out a post here from Yeet. And in this post, Yeet's explaining that Zen says that they're done and tired after their new model outfit stirred controversy. And basically you can see here how tired Zen is of all the hate they're getting, right? God, how I wish we could all forget the world, stop fighting for just a fucking moment. I'll have a drink and remember that we're all humans living in this planet for only so fucking long. Dude, I'm tired, I'm done. I just wanted to have an awesome end of the year. I've been through so much, and you guys kicked me when I was about to get back up. I tried fixing things. I'll go back and see what can be done to change it or scrap the entire model. Dude, these models aren't cheap. I wasn't even losing any friends. Everyone was happy with me because they know me, but them getting harassed as well to where they're tired too. It's just so many people. This is just tiring. So it's not even her. Like anybody that's even associated with her is getting a bunch of hate online, right? So like my thought here is this is just so tiring. She should have never caved to the mob. As soon as you give in, they know they've won. You can never make these types of people happy, so don't even try. People just love to make things up and then force you to apologize for them. Just literally just don't. Don't do it. This is a situation where these communities have ever increasing purity tests. As soon as you acquiesce to even one thing, they're going to move the bar and move the goalpost. So as soon as you're like, hey, you know what, I can see what you're saying, I'm going to change it, then they know that they can come after you and get you to do more and more things. So here's Zen's outfit. This is the outfit that she ended up having, right? So this is the outfit that she ended up getting designed. And it's basically a black and red military style outfit with like a formal military dress hat. And then all the rest of this is just purely design, right? No military in the world would ever wear this. And it's black and red because why not black and red? They're the best colors. So I don't blame her for having this done in black and red. I actually don't see anything wrong with this outfit. I think it looks just like every other anime style military outfit I've seen online. Pretty sure all of her other outfits are black and red. Absolutely. Like if you look at Zen, if you look at any of Zen's outfits, it's her whole color scheme. Zen's whole color scheme is black and red, right? Black and red, black and red. Like everything about Zen is black and red, right? It's her color scheme, right? It looks like a Bleach character from the 1,000-Year War. That outfit's fire. I don't see anything wrong with this outfit, right? And then all of a sudden she's getting hate like this. I saw people on Blue Sky trying to cancel Zen for her new outfit, and all I can say is I'm dead, dude. I'm so glad I'm not active on that site, because what the fuck is this article someone made up over there? Oh my god. Military outfits are not inherently about Nazis. And then here's the picture, right? Would you look at this? Another big VTuber turns out to be a Nazi. And then there's a fucking trigger warning down bottom. There's a trigger warning on this post on Blue Sky. It says this blog will mainly talk about Nazism and will contain links to Nazi imagery and information. I want to clarify that I do not support Nazism or any fascism or oppression. This is only for awareness. Dude, it's just chronically online retards that need something to be angry about. Yeah, these are people who are just trying to find something to be mad about, right? There is no reason to even look at this and think that. You're seeing what you want to see, and then you're manifesting a reality that doesn't exist, and then you are crucifying this person for it, right? So here are a couple people that have talked about it, right? And this is a very long post, and I should probably recap it, so we're just going to skim through here. Dude, someone canceling them from appropriating Nazism. Well, they're not even appropriating it, right? We'll go into it here in a minute. So before I get into this, let me actually look at this. So this is Zen's outfit, right? And a lot of people are giving her hate for the hat. I mean, like the whole outfit they're giving her hate for, but a lot of it is the hat. And they're saying the hat invokes like, you know, Nazi imagery, Nazi propaganda. Here are military dress hats, right? So these are the types of hats that you would see in any sort of like military formal outfit, right? So here is one for like the Kremlin, right? Here's a Navy hat. I think this is an Army hat. You can see where they would put the logo here. Most militaries use this style, this formal style of hat, where they put the logo or the insignia on the front, right? Like almost every military does this. This is not exclusively done by like 1930s Germans, right? Sharon has that exact same hat in TFD, absolutely. So here is like an SS hat, right? So if you're looking at like an SS hat, see, they have the death head on it, but they just have an eagle. This looks just like any other military hat, right? If you look at that versus Zen's hat right here, if you look at this here, it is just a hat. There's no skull. There's no skull and crossbones here. It's literally just a hat. It is just a military hat. If you want to talk about the outfit, this was like an SS Stormtrooper outfit, right? First thought it was a reference to the like Anya evil anime. Yeah. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Like these are actual outfits, right? These are actual outfits or like outfits that would be similar, right? This does not look like this. I mean, like the first different part here is the no tits, right? I mean, that's a big one. These outfits aren't even similar at all. They're not even close. Like the lapels are different. There's no fucking insignia on these lapels. There's nothing here that is what these fucking mentally ill retards on the internet are seeing. These people are just literally projecting what they want and using it to hate this person, right? Someone's trying to virtue signal by attacking another creator. This is absolutely. That's why they were calling her a fascist, because she was dressing hot. Yeah. That outfit looks like a Warhammer 40K outfit. It doesn't, yeah. So here we go. So here's some of the people, right? So here I want to expand on this. I'm a professional costume designer and maker, and I've wanted to speak on this since the design dropped, but I really wasn't sure how to until now. The main point I want to make here is, even if your intention is not related to Nazi symbolism, that specific style of hat, the peak on the cap, the shape of the visor, the placement of the emblems, the uniform was purpose designed for the SS. Remember, this and this are the same thing. The exact same thing. There is no difference between this and this in this person's mind. Wait, most of the enemies in Bleach 1000 had the same style outfit. Now you look at it again. Almost every anime uses a similar style of outfit. All right, yeah, we see these designs a lot in anime. This is because Japan had long held a close relationship with Germany over 120 years. 120 years. This is somebody who's just reaching, right? This is somebody who's literally just reaching. Japan has been around for longer than 120 years. So this is just somebody who's trying to make a point by just throwing a number in there to make it sound big. You do the math. There's a huge problem with anime's fixation on this aesthetic too. The aesthetic of military, right? Military uniforms. And yes, I know a lot of people find that particular design fashionable, but that too was on purpose. Hugo Boss designed the uniforms, and they were an active member of the Nazi Party. Though it was, I can't read German, we'll just say Karl because I don't want to butcher their last name, who designed all the black versions. They were meant to be fashionable, striking, and attractive. That's how propaganda works. It's meant to draw you in. Humans function on how we draw associations. There's no way to separate those design elements from the source, especially when they're so closely tied to the horrific event. So I'm not going to read through all of this because it's just like a diary of delusion. You guys can read through it if you want, right? So here's another one, right? So here's another one. Here's Raven. So let's see what they say. Okay, so as a history creator or whatever, I think you need to squint really hard not to see the parallels between Zen's outfit and the black SS uniform designed by Karl. Is Zen a Nazi? I don't think so. I think anime overall has a fixation with the aesthetic. Like these guys are just stretching to make anything they want fit their narrative. This is such a reach. It is absolutely insane that this is the way these people think. So let's check post engagements. I think this is actually part of what it is, right? Insufferable, clout chasing, political brain rot, disgusting individual. No wonder you locked your replies. Concerned trolling is the single most disgusting thing that you can pull off. Fuck your virtue signaling, right? For all the people who can't see it, so this is like the note saying that basically the hat isn't a problem. Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They're mad just because Zen is popular, right? Dude, the community note violated her. The peak cap has existed since the 1800s. The first military appearance of the peak cap was the military uniform on 1811 by the Russian military. U.S. adopted in 1846. Both predate the German regime, right? All right, so here's another one. So let's see what Savvy's got to say. Let me read this. Philly award winning. All right, so let's see what this says before I decide what I want to say here. So what a shitty creature you are who has already been forced to confront your hypocrisy. Oh, but I actually like Zen, so I'm clearly just educating everyone, except everything that you said is utter bullshit. And to imply Japan just chose to promote Nazi imagery because they're still close allies with Germany makes me wish so badly I could emergency evac you from all things anime and fiction. We now have to have people come out to defend their art because people are too stupid to know the difference. Do these low IQ morons dogpile without knowing the first thing about history, design, or military outfits? I've seen a post of someone who used the Canadian Royal Air Force hat, and they have come out to say what it is and explain it. I've seen that too, where people come out and they're like, I'm actually using the Canadian Air Force flag because of blah, blah, blah. It's a waste of space. These type of people just really piss me off. And I think that there's a couple things. Dude, I want to expand on this. You're a retard. Zen did nothing wrong. I think that there are two different things happening here. I think one, there are a lot of people on the internet that are just clout chasing. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to farm name recognition and they're trying to farm hate off of somebody else. And this happens all the time online. Unfortunately, there's like a level of people just not caring about the truth and only caring about pushing their agenda. And I do think Zen is falling sort of into having this happen to her. I do not think that Zen should apologize if that is not her intent. I do not think that you should ever apologize for something that you did not do. If people are dumb and they misunderstand, then allow them to misunderstand and make a fool of themselves. They're the dumbass, they're the they're the retard. Do not ever apologize for something that you have never done. And the reason I say that is because what people are going to do is they're going to take that and use it against you. These type of people will always set up a purity test for you to fail, because as soon as you pass it, they will just move the goalpost even further out. So no matter what you do for these people, they will always find a reason to say that you're bad and you're wrong. So you should absolutely just ignore these people and never, never, never bend a knee. So having said all of that, I do think that there is a little bit of things happening from Zen's side. And I don't necessarily think it's her fault, but I think that while there are idiots on the internet, Zen's team, or at least somebody, right? Zen's community, whoever, are pushing this conversation and they're keeping it out there in the public. And this is one of those situations where like all publicity is good and she's getting negative publicity, but she's getting negative publicity from people with like mental problems. So she's actually going to benefit from this because most people are going to see the absurdity of this situation. So for her, I think keeping the conversation going as long as possible isn't necessarily going to hurt her because more people are going to talk about it and it's going to increase her popularity. Because I do not think that your average sane person is going to see this and believe that she's actually a Nazi. But you guys gotta let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think that this is just being blown out of proportion? Do you think people are trying to farm content? Do you think people are trying to farm clout? And do you think that she really has any parallel with the German uniform? I personally don't think so. I showed you what I think. You guys have to let me know what you think.